So back to belaying. The other week I spoke about how belaying is not necessarily an emotionally neutral activity. So, being fussy about who belays you is completely natural, I would say, and normal, and nothing really to be ashamed of or to try to kind of persuade yourself out of. The other half of belaying, of course, is being the person who's doing the belaying. And I think I also want to say that that is also not an emotionally neutral activity. So, again, for some of you, perhaps who may be more vigilant in your relationships, who are perhaps really very tuned into what's going on for other people, you may find it really super stressful to be belaying somebody, particularly somebody you care about, if they're trying really hard and taking lots of falls. Now, why am I saying that? It's because I think often we have this kind of rhythm where we swap over between who's beeling and who's climbing fairly quickly, and we maybe don't always give ourselves time to bring our arousal levels down in between belaying for someone else and climbing for ourselves. So we actually might spend, a stressful half an hour, stressful hour, maybe longer, belaying somebody else, and then it's our time to climb. And actually, we're starting our own climb with really quite high stress levels. Now, what that will do, it will mean that you may tip over into anxious kind of responses much more quickly in your own climbing. So don't underestimate the impact that belaying has on you. Just from a very sort of practical point of view, your body position when you're belaying often may be quite tense, particularly if you're expecting to hold falls. So you might be kind of shoulders up, very vigilant about what's going on, neck kind of brace. Even if you're using the glasses, there still needs to be quite a lot of kind of attention paid, and that is quite tiring. So be aware of the impact that belaying has on you and try to take account of that before you start climbing for yourself. You may need to go for a little walk, go and do some stretching, some breathing, anything that's going to kind of bring your stress levels down before you then take your turn on the ropes. Okay, hope that's helpful.